Good evening, everyone. It's Pauly here, otherwise known as the Arch Pauly. Some of you will know me from Twitter. Some of you might know me from the Leveled Up community that I'm a part of. But most of you, I can imagine, would know me from the stuff I do in FIFA, in the FIFA community. But this is going to be a little bit different. So I've been trying to think of a way to come back into the content creator space, and I want to do something which is really important to me and something that I think is actually going to be really important to other people, and maybe they don't even notice it yet. So, what this is going to be is a road to glory sort of deal, but it's going to be more based around me as a person more than the FIFA side of it. However, FIFA will be a massive part of it. Um, so this is basically episode zero point 0.5 of Poorly to Glory. And the idea, I've had this idea for months, basically now. And it all came about because I'm really unhappy with how I look. Um, I'm sure a lot of people in the FIFA space have self-esteem issues and stuff like that. I think the gamer space in general has a lot of those problems. But for me, especially since COVID, I've just allowed myself to get into a place that I'm just not happy with. Not happy with at all. So to give you guys some general background of sort of why I'm doing this. So this is basically a video explaining why I'm doing this, and then what will happen is the videos afterwards will basically be me going into what I'm doing to combat it, um, or like talking you through things as I go, and me doing things in FIFA to affect my fitness journey. Now have I've always been quite big, not massive. Like I've played sports, but I've never been like super thin. I've never seen myself with a six pack or an eight pack. Let me put it that way. Um, and about 6 years ago, I decided to lose a lot of weight, and I went from being about 17 stone to being around 11 stone. And I was possibly the fittest that I'd ever been. And I was in a really good place. Uh, my first daughter was going to be born soon. I was in incredible shape. I was playing football all the time. Um, and then, unfortunately, my nan passed away. And this had a massive effect on me as my nan basically raised me. Her My dad was a massive part of it, but because I lost my mom when I was really young, my nan basically took over that role, and it crushed me. It crushed me. I To this day I have a picture on my computer of me at the gym, and I had just managed to do a 10k run in like the shortest time I'd ever done it in. I can't remember what it was in. I don't know if I'd done a 10k run in like half hour or 45 minutes or something like that. I don't even know the timescales for it. But I was so proud of myself, and I took a picture of it on my phone, and I was like, wow, I'm finally getting somewhere. Later that day, I was told that my nan had um, inoperable cancer, and that we basically had months left with her. And it crushed me completely. And from that evening, I was told that I didn't set foot in the gym again. Um, and that was the beginning of kind of like my downfall. I started to get back into bad habits. I got depressed again, like, and I was still thin at that point. I was in good shape, but Unfortunately, with fitness, and I'm sure a lot of people that are watching this are fully aware, that losing weight is incredibly, incredibly hard. Putting weight back on is incredibly, incredibly easy. And I just tumbled out of control. Shortly after that, my grandfather passed away, which caused a lot of problems in my family. Then my other nan passed away, and it was, to put it nicely, other than the birth of my two daughters, the past 5 to 6 years for me have not been great. And I've allowed myself to fall into depressions and become an anxiety riddled mess and fall to the point where I look just not in a way that I want to look. But I've been doing some research, and I've been seeing a lot of people on Twitter and stuff like that, and in the FIFA community. And I think there's quite a few people out there that suffer with similar issues to me. And I wanted to do something where I could show that it could be done properly. Like it could be done. Like, and I don't want to do like I see videos on YouTube of like my fitness journey and stuff like that, and they're 4 minutes long and they're badly edited on like Windows slideshow maker or whatever the hell it is, and it just doesn't look good. And this, I want to be a clear and concise documentation of how I'm going to go about this. And I'm going to keep it simple. This is the whole thing. And this is what I think a lot of people don't understand about fitness journeys. And bearing in mind, this is coming from, I've done this before. This is not me coming from a place like I've never done this. I did this once before. 17 stone down to about 11. Peak of physical fitness. I was a left winger. You know, I was running the wing. I was rapid. I've done this before, and I'm basically going to do it again. Now, what is the basics of what I'm going to do? So, for the past 7 days, I've been doing a test of how I want to go about doing this. And getting into a point where I'm like, okay, I now know where I stand. And it's simple. I'm going to keep it simple with everyone. I have cut out bad drinks. I'm not going to name them. You all know what they are. I can only describe it as an addiction at one point. I will get into a lot of these problems that I've had. I will get into them individually in future episodes. I'm not going to go through all of them now, but each one of them deserves their own explanation about showing you how there was clearly an addiction that I didn't realize had happened. But my biggest problem was Dr. Pepper. I would drink Dr. Pepper like it was going out of fashion, and it was terrible. It was absolutely terrible, and I cannot believe how much of it I was drinking. So about 2-3 weeks ago, I decided no more. I'm done. I actually still have a can of Dr. Pepper in the fridge from 3 weeks ago that I haven't touched, and I kind of want to leave it there as like a testament to the day I turn things around, almost like how when smokers give up smoking and sometimes they'll have like a half a cigarette in an ashtray and they'll just leave it there to sort of show the journey that they've been on. So that can of Dr. Pepper, and until my partner, my missus, randomly gives it to someone that's come around the house, gives it away, and I flip my crap. But like, I want to keep it there. So that's gone. I'm cutting out all crappy foods, no takeaways, anything like that. I've now not had a takeaway in probably the best part of about 2 weeks, which is actually quite a big step for me. And obviously, I'm trying to get my partner to do this as well. I'm because we have been terrible over the past few years for if one of us caves and goes, "Shall we just have a takeaway tonight?" The other one just instantly gives in. And I don't want to do that anymore. And I hope that me saying this rings true with some people, that some of you guys are listening to this and going, "Wow, we do that," or "I do that. That's crazy." So those are gone, and I think those are going to be a big thing. So I drink water-based drinks. I've been looking into, like, people say that squash and stuff, Robinsons and stuff like that isn't great for you either. But at the end of the day, I think it's better for you than fruit juice. I mean, than like Dr. Peppers and Coca-Colas and stuff. Um, with my tea, I love tea, and I have to bring tea back into my diet again because I would stop drinking tea and basically replace it with Dr. Pepper, and I want to start drinking tea again, like a good amount, not all the time because once again it has its own issues, but bring it back in. And I will be drinking that with like honey instead of sugar, so completely cutting back on that as where I can. Um, and then a big thing, and I think this may be one of the biggest and most important things because I've tried to lose weight before and I've tried to do things, and there was always one part of it that I was very apprehensive about bringing back into the fray. And I think this time around, because I'm in a very different mindset right now, a very strong mindset to get this done. That's why I'm recording this video, because this time I actually feel that I have a chance at this. Is the insanity workout. Now, if any of you have know of the insanity workouts, it is what it is. It's like a 30 to 40 minute workout you do. It was one of those TV infomercial things that you'd buy, and it was like 8 discs, and you know, it was like, get results in 60 days. Um, the the last time I actually, and I've had access to these videos for what, 10 years now. I've had them. And the one time I actually followed through with them and did the entire 60 days was 6 years ago, before I found out about Nan and her cancer. And I think the insanity workouts are super important, not for everyone. Other people can go to the gym, don't get me wrong. If you can go to the gym and you can enjoy going to the gym, do it. I think that's great. For me, I think the insanity workouts serve a very big purpose of condensing what would be a 2 hour gym session to like 40 minutes, and really hitting it hard and sweating like hell, and making me go, actually, I've put 40 minutes really into myself. I don't want to ruin that by eating or drinking crap. I don't want to waste that. So that's that's the basis of the plan. Now, there are other things that I'm going to be putting in regards to FIFA, like playing games on FIFA, and them basically serving as ways of me doing extra workouts and stuff. I've gone out, I've got myself a bike. Now, that being said, the one thing I really want to show with this is that you don't need to go to the gym. Now, I went out and got myself a bike. I bought it off Facebook Marketplace. It cost me like 40 quid. It's a nice bike, but I've not paid over the odds for it. Other than that, I have a set of like plastic mats, which I had to get because our floor is all laminate, for doing the insanity workout. And other than that, I have a single set of basic dumbbells that probably go up to about 20 kg, and I have a kettlebell. Essentially, that is what I'm going to be using. Super simple. All in all, if you was to go out and buy that stuff, it's probably not going to cost you any more than like maybe 30, 40 quid, especially if you can get them on Facebook or eBay or whatever. And those are what I'm going to be using. I'm also going to be using this as an opportunity to cut down on game time. This is a whole nother topic, but I think that throughout COVID, a lot of us became addicted to playing video games, and we didn't even realize it, because throughout COVID, a lot of us ended up playing video games for 12, 14 hours a day, simply because it was, what else were we going to do? And then all of a sudden, life went back to normal, and we deemed playing video games for 7 to 8 hours a day as actually us cutting back, whereas actually 7 to 8 hours a day was still addiction levels. And I think by cutting back on FIFA and actually streamlining the way that I play the game, I want to, it could actually help me enjoy the game more. So that's the general overview. Now this is going to be done in chapters. I'm probably going to be changing things every week. So week 1, now today is August August the 6th. It's a Saturday and it's currently 11 o'clock at night. Week 1 is Anarchy's Insanity. Now, a lot of this is going to be based around Anarchy Williams. Basically, I'm going to buy an Anarchy Williams card on FIFA, and I'm going to sort of base teams around him. But it's going to be sort of like, it adds a whole nother level to it, but it's a testament to the fact of like, Anarchy Williams hasn't missed a La Liga game in years. He is like the peak of physical fitness. And then every week I'm going to change the player that I'm basing teams around, and just try and have some fun with it. And we'll be opening player picks and packs. Obviously, I'm a trader on FIFA. I have loads of coins to just mess about with. So we'll find lots of fun ways to make workouts out of player picks and stuff like that. But I wanted to give you guys an idea of what I'm starting with, what I'm going with here. And I hope that I make a change. I think this will help me change, and I hope the videos will help me change. But more importantly, I hope that people see this and go, wow, I do that as well. I need to fix it. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching this. I know it was a bit long, but I wanted to explain everything. And the videos after this will obviously have me playing FIFA, and I will be explaining like my workouts I've done throughout the day, sort of what I've eaten and what I've had to drink, and basically, yeah, just starting the journey. I'm actually gonna go and do the first Insanity workout now. So the likelihood is the next time you see me, because I am planning on recording a video tonight, I will be probably a lot more sweaty. But yeah, anyway, guys, thank you for watching this, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next videos. Please look after yourself, stay safe, and I'll see you in a bit. Bye.